When you say something to me, I don't go anymore like, oh my God, how do you know that? Because I'm like, oh God, she just knows everything. But just so you guys, if you have any questions for Marie, this is the time to ask her. Anything to do with, it can be like anything to do with your skin. It can be any kind of other issues. She's happy to answer. This is the thing, you're always happy to answer. You're always so generous with your time. Also, can we talk about something that, I mean, you know, SAD, is it a real thing?
Yes,
SAD.
absolutely.
And I want to talk about that because I feel like, oh, my friend Benjamin's here. When Benjamin comes to London, he has to come and see you.
Hi, Ben.
Ben, she's the one. So let's talk about SAD, Marie, because I don't have, like I was saying, I don't have depression, clinical depression. I don't have anxiety. Those are serious things I wouldn't talk about lightly. But SAD, some people are like, that's not a real thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I feel it is.
Can we just address this thing as well?
Yeah.
Right? Labels.
Yeah.
Do my head in. Because, you know, it's like, I can say about anxiety, and you might say, I don't suffer from anxiety.
Which I've said to her earlier.
Yeah, but people still have pockets of anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, you've got anxiety. You can have anxiety where you're wading through it neck deep and you feel like it's absolutely immobilising you.
Yeah.
But you can also have anxiety where you're dipping in and jumping in the puddles.
Yeah.
You know, so
that feels familiar.
yeah. So like at times you think, and you feel, and it's a little bit like you're spinning plates, and then someone will give you another load of plates, and you think, I can't do this. You know, I've had it. I experienced it, and I have to just say, right, stop.
Taking vitamin D supplements is the right way to go,
or vitamin D3, K2 is a really good way. And
so you take D3 and K2 together.
Yeah.
Explain why you take the
because
K2.
K2 allows the absorption of vitamin D3 and also calcium. So it's really good if you have vitamin D3, K2, and also a calcium magnesium supplement. Those little ones work well together. I do a really lovely spray on the website. I think you've had it, haven't you?
On your website?
Yeah, you've had the D3, K2.
No, I haven't.
Sure,
but I'll get it now. No, I have not. Just because I've had everything doesn't mean I've had that. And I need that. I'm going to order it. So someone just asked if the Derma Biome is only available online. You can get it on Marie's website.
It will be here. The products will
Fortnum's.
be in Fortnum and Mason's in early next year.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah.
But otherwise, tell us the website.
www.mariereynolds.london.com.
And I'm going to log on to get the D3K2. What else can you do for SAD? Do you think those lamps work?
Yeah, they do. Because obviously, you know, like people think about these things that, you know, like with LED and the lamps and things like that. It's all about the frequencies again and the resonance, and also, you know, but they do definitely help to lift the mood. You know yourself, I think I saw you. You came out of the house and it was miserable and it was raining.
Yeah.
And you sometimes get this,
but I feel it so strongly. Like, it surprised me. Like, I never did before. And suddenly this year, like, I don't know, I just feel it really strongly, and it hits 4 o'clock, and I swear, I think it's 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but, you know, it showed up, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know.
In my blood, it showed up.
It showed up, so we've added that in the frequencies.
I know, but it's just, I just think I like the way you just talk about it, though, because it's almost like, because I do say, like, I don't have anxiety, and it's not something to be ashamed of. The reason I say I don't have anxiety, because I do think some people are clinical. Depression and anxiety is a serious thing. But it's nice, like, it's not nice, but what I mean is it makes me feel, all right, the fact that you can have moments
but you're allowed
of dipping.
You're allowed to, you know, as I said to you, I'm someone that's juggling all the time, as everybody is. You know, I've got a daughter in uni, I'm running about for things with her, and, you know, personal things, you know, running about and doing everything. It's
massive
like
brand, amazing product.
It's
such nice kind of clients like me who are not difficult at all.
Not at all.
Who don't WhatsApp you going, help!
But, you know, sometimes it might be just that one thing that just tips you, and it's like a cascading effect.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like a cliche. I see it on it. You know, it's okay to be okay, but to say it's actually okay to not be okay. It is. You know, if you have a shit day, it's all right to just say, do you know what? I need time out. It's fine, and it's okay to say, you know, I don't actually feel good with this. Doesn't mean to say that, you know, you suffer full-blown anxiety, but you can have dips of these things that happen. And people, it's like you say, people that do suffer from anxiety, you know, sometimes have it crippling where they can't even just, you know, go out and, you know, feel different things. But we're only born with two fears, and that's the fear of noise and the fear of falling. Everything else is learned behaviour.
Is that right?
That is right.
So tell again, you're born with two fears.
The fear of falling and the fear of noise. Everything else is learned behaviour. When a newborn baby, when you bang, they go like that. Yeah. Okay, so it's the fear of falling and the fear of noise.
And how can you also you've those so you have learned new fears. Can you also unlearn them?
Yes, I believe you can.
How?
It takes a lot. I mean, let's just talk about mindfulness then. Right?
Yeah.
Now, this makes me smile. Mindfulness, that has been sort of like bashed about to death, right?
Here she goes.
It's amazing, of course,
yeah.
but there are people that say, I go to yoga and I do mindfulness.
And I get up and I meditate every morning.
And I just say, yeah, all right, you might have it, you might do it, but I know you don't receive it.
Okay.
So for me, they might be going through the motions. But if you've got an analytical mind, you could be sitting there really trying your best, but then you're going...
Which are you just describing me? Because like, that's me. Like, when people say to me, Alex, you need to meditate and you need to do this and you're going to be so much better. Marie, you know me. I try.
You can't
and I sit there and I'm like, then I do a mantra of like one word and I swear my mind goes there and my mind goes there.
You have to do things. There's different things and there's different ways to doing it, right? Now, I do mindfulness in different stages. And another thing that I find a little bit of an oxymoron. When you're doing meditation, you should be having a digital detox. You should be focusing on a thing, not doing your meditation via an app, right? That's my personal opinion. It's just a little bit of an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Right, so for me, when you have that, just doing little things each day, like talking to yourself, right? Going through the motions of what you're doing, even when you get out of bed.
You mean actually,
yeah.
like, do you actually
verbalising.
go?
Verbalising.
Good
you
morning.
don't have to sit there like this.
So
right?
do you go, good morning, Marie? How are you today?
No.
So, okay, explain it.
So, for instance, when you get out of bed, usually you get out of bed, you're running, you're getting onto your day. Get out of bed, put your feet on the floor, and feel your feet on the floor. Just for a couple of minutes, take a deep breath and go, okay then, now I'm walking to the bathroom. Now
and you say it, now
Yeah, or you can say it mentally. And
see,
just
because I always fear that if I start talking to myself, that's the first sign that I'm going gaga.
No. I went mad years ago. Don't worry, I was born mad.
Okay.
I was born mad. It's a genetic thing.
Okay.
So, but even to the fact of just getting in your car, even if when you finish work, get in your car. Now I'm getting my keys out of my car. I'm going to put them in and talk your way home, talk your journey at home. That is a form of what it is basically, is allowing your analytical mind to and your conscious brain to just chill, to just relax, okay? And it also helps with the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system to just, calm down. Lowers your blood pressure and it helps with, all sorts of things. So that's the first stage when you get people with an analytical mind. When I have people in treatment, I can actually tell from their pulse points of when they block and when they hold off. That can be to do with trauma, emotional trauma, and again, because what happens is, Alex, is when you're really, really busy, you force yourself into the sympathetic nervous system. So that's forcing yourself into that fight or flight all the time.
See, I find that so interesting because my friend David, you'll get locked up. Well, not if there's no one there. And then someone said, as long as you don't answer yourself, that makes sense. If I don't go, how are you, Alex? I'm good, thank you. How are you, Alex? I'm really good. But I do think what Ariana's saying, and she's obviously someone that follows you as well. She says just saying things out loud can help give us clarity, and I think that's exactly right. And just being the awareness of the thing, because it's true. Like the thing is this. It's like also I think we're sometimes like beat ourselves up as well about, like me, I do beat myself up but why I can't meditate. Yeah. But you know what? Not everybody. It's because suddenly this is the thing we all have to do. I'm sorry, we're all different and we all think, not everybody
is capable of doing it, but it's really difficult. It's not easy. And sometimes, you have to, for me, I go through a certain process with my clients, and it depends, and again, to do with trauma, to do with emotional neglect, to do with all sorts of things, and how you've made your brain into that sympathetic fight or flight. If you're constantly in that state of fight or flight, that's where you'll have it. You'll go through the motions, but you're thinking, oh God, I've got to do this and I've got to do that, and you're mentally, checked out.
Yeah, and I love it how putting your phone away has helped a lot. Yeah, and we're on the phone right now. Are you having a facial and incorporating the derma biome? So intrigued by it. I'm actually not having a facial. So I see Marie. So I don't see her every time because she gets booked up in a crazy way. So I wish I could see her every time she's in London, but I maybe see you every 2 months, possibly. So what we do is we come here and sometimes I'll have a facial treatment and we'll do the dermabiome and we'll do all the wonderful stuff. But sometimes, like today, I need a different kind of, I needed something more energetic. So I'm not having a facial.
No, we've
but
done Bowen, haven't we? And
we've done Bowen, and we've done but sometimes, this is, so I got introduced to dermabiome, I have to say this, way before anybody else.
Well, you was the one that actually convinced me.
I told her to bring it out to the mass, to sell it,
Yeah.
to produce it, because I saw firsthand, I had some issues, and I saw firsthand how it healed the skin. Now, the way to use it, so this is my tip at home, don't make it too runny.
No.
So I often in the beginning I put too much water in it. I like warm water with it. I end up doing too much, and then it needs to be a little bit more like a paste.
Yeah.
And then I like to put it on quite thick. I do think I look like Shrek every time. But when you remove it, it's just heaven. I put on eyelids too.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, you could use it every day, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can do.
How often do you use it?
Well, I use it about 3 times a week. But what I do, I alternate. So sometimes I mix anoint with dermabiome, because when you mix anoint with dermabiome, which is the omega oils, you massage it into the skin for 1 to 2 minutes, and then you just remove it. It acts like a probiotic exfoliation. So, and it makes your skin feel amazing. And then I follow with Fortify. So
how much anoint do you put in?
Just about a tablespoon.
So you do a tablespoon of anoint into the powder.
Yeah.
You still add water as well. Oh, so just anoint.
Yeah.
How much dermabiome?
Just half teaspoon.
Half teaspoon.
Just massage it in.
Okay, leave it on for how long?
You don't. You just massage it in for a couple of minutes.
And rinse.
All your neck into decolleté, and then just remove it with either the mitts, or
I love
when
the
you're
mitts.
in the shower. Yeah.
And then you do Fortify.
And then you can do Fortify.
How long?
Fortify for 10-15 minutes.
And then how do you remove Fortify?
Well, I usually am in the shower, jump in the shower, or you can just soften it with water, massage it in again, and then just remove it with water, and then finish off with the mitt.
And when someone has rosacea, dermabiome.
Right, dermabiome.
Also rosacea. There's not one rosacea, right?
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
But for me, again, gut. We need to look at the gut, we need to look at the esophagus, we need to look at the whole alimentary canal, we need to see how you poo, when you poo, how you're eating.
She wants to see how you're pooing.
Yeah. We need to look at visceral hydration, because this is the thing. People say to me, I eat really healthily, I go to the gym, I have my vitamins, but if you're cellularly malnourished and viscerally dehydrated, your cells haven't got the energy to take on board all of that. Do you remember the field analogy that I have?
Yes.
Right, so if the farmer has got a weakened sill, no matter what grade crap he puts on there, if it's really good grade fertiliser, he's not going to get a healthy harvest. He might get 1 or 2 sprigs, but he's not going to get a full harvest. So let's get rid of those weakened seeds, put down those new seeds, then you can cultivate it with whatever your vitamins, your nutrients, or whatever, and that will have an effect on your skin. So rosacea, 100% is to do with the gut issue.
Best products for acne.
Best products for acne. Again, what type of acne? It's like a case of it's labeling again. It's one of those things which I don't like to do.
I know, but this is what we're explaining. This is why I think it's great, because you don't just go do X, Y, Z.
No.
But I think it's a different approach, so it's good to explain.
So again, for me, where have you got you can get acne like under the jaw.
Sally,
here.
tell us where your breakouts are, because that will help. Because she can tell you. This is the sheet. Marie will literally, if you say to her, you've got a spot here and one right here, she'll say which side of the nose, and then she'll tell you exactly what's going down.
Yeah.
So Sally, if you tell us where your main breakouts are, that'll be better.
Yeah.
Then.
So again, remember, anything under here, we need to drain the lymph. If you've got a sluggish lymph, you might find that you get sort of like constant.
She says cheeks.
Cheeks. Okay. So again, it's linked with candida, stroke hormone. Okay, overgrowth.
Cheeks is so let's talk about this. So under here is lymph.
Yeah, under here is lymph.
Yeah.
Here is linked with hormone. Here is linked with hormonal. Okay.
Yeah. Lymph, hormones.
Yeah, because actually you can actually see sometimes what side of is ovulating. So if you're getting breakouts here, you'll often find it's the right side ovulating, and again on the other side. You can get hormonal breakouts here. Around here and up here is all to do with the esophagus and the digestive tract.
Okay.
And also, again, we have to look at how you're born. If you're born C-section, you've got predisposition.
So if you're born by C-section, you've got predisposition to having breakouts?
Yes, because your microbiome is impaired, your immune system is impaired because you're born through the actual gut wall. So you've got usually the microbiome from the mother through the vaginal canal goes through the skin, and that's where it strengthens the child's immune system. So often if you're born by C-section, you have a predisposition to acne-type breakouts, and also, believe it or not, sore hamstrings and pelvis.
Isn't she amazing, guys? See, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's just so, I feel like I learn something every time. Like, who would have thought? You know what I mean? Like, obviously we can't go back and do anything about how we were born.
No.
But it's good to have that knowledge, because then you can understand things better.
But then what we do is strengthen the gut wall, and we strengthen the flora, and we relay down, you know, that field. You know, you can get breakouts here that can link in with TMJ, your temporomandibular joint. Okay, and that can also, believe it or not, link in with a low back injury. Because if your pelvis is out, your temporal mandibular joint is out, and that causes pressure here. So you can get breakouts even from a back injury.
Isn't that? I mean, this is just... This is when you're in your stride, Marie. This is when I go literally like, I don't know what just happened. I've just learned so many things.
But that's what I'm saying. So there is no one size fits all. So that's why when I do consultations, I ask so many weird questions. I ask you to open your jaw, you know, and look at how your jaw is aligning. I look at your hips. I look at your feet. I look at your ears. It's really weird.
And you do consultations still on Skype or FaceTime?
Yes, I do consultations on Skype or FaceTime. I do them free when I can.
Yeah, because you're very busy. This is the thing.
But the reason why I do them free is because I don't want people, if they're suffering, to be worrying about paying for a consultation, and you're under no obligation to buy anything, to book anything. I want you to have an informed decision of what you want to do. Even if you take what I say and go elsewhere, that's fine, as long as you're getting the end result, which is your health and your wellness is improved.
There you go. But I do think you should go to her. So it's at Marie Reynolds _London, right?
Yes.
And you need to follow her because she puts so much information on her Instagram, and then there's the link to her website. And you're amazing.
So are you.
You really are. You're wonderful. And I think I'm hearing the bells outside. I think it's time to let you go back home. Thank you. And guys, follow her, Marie Reynolds _London. I mean, most people who follow me know about you, but it's just so helpful. It's amazing, honestly. Thank you for coming on live.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.